Hey. It's Thursday night, man. Thursday night. ATL Flag Football Podcast, and we are back in the building. Of course, man, your boy Low here, man. Got Mr. 5-Star Sports himself over here to my left, Mr. James Reese. What's up, James?
What's going on today? What's going on, guys? Always pleasure to be here.
And we got the Predators guy, man. You the GM? What's your official title, man? Are you the GM, the president? What are you, brother? What you owe?
I'll play. I'm just hurt.
Okay.
Billy hurt me.
Billy hurt
took
you?
me out in the tournament.
What's good, man? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
Hey, man. I'm sure we had a good weekend of flag football. We're going to talk about between the men and the women. We'll get down to that, man. But, you know, we always like to stay off the field first, go off the field first. And hot topic, man. We don't want to get too slippery with it, but we want to go to
Unless you took the words out of my mouth. Cause you know, it's real slippery when you get 100 bottles of baby oil.
1,000. It was 1,000 bottles.
It was 1,000 bottles?
1,000 bottles of baby
And,
oil.
what, 784 dildos?
Dang, I didn't hear that part. That's what I know I heard a lot of lube and all that good stuff, man. But
that's a lot right there. It's a lot to unpack.
So before I start on my take on it, man, give me y'all's take on the Diddy situation, man.
Listen, I mean, okay, so I've been getting a mess. I've been seeing posts and people talk about some, especially with Lil Boosie, and somebody else said like you getting arrested for flying women out having sex with them. This is more than flying women out having sex with them. Okay, and I think that for anybody that's trying to minimalize it to just that, they part of the problem. You know, he was doing way more than that. And it's more than just that. You know, they got 20 phones with information on it. You know, they got recorded conversations. They got a lot of stuff on him. But it's more about the abuse to not only Cassie, but the other alleged women and men he's abused. Mm-hmm. The witnesses that miraculously God calls them home very soon. You know, it's a lot. So it's like, you know, come on now. I just think, and again, of course, this is America. We are innocent until proven guilty. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it got to come to an end at some point.
Interesting. What's your thoughts, brother?
No Diddy.
You leaving it alone, huh?
Leaving it alone. Wow.
Just wow.
Wow.
So, you know, I have different thoughts on it, right? But I do agree on one hand where, you know, there's certain things that shouldn't be allowed or tolerated if you're abusing women in any shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? I'm a starch proponent of that. I don't believe in hitting women. I don't believe in, you know, abusing women, you know, none of that stuff. So for all that stuff, if you're guilty for that, I have no remorse, and you deserve what you get. Mm-hmm. But I want to see the actual case on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know, as a former law enforcement officer, you know what I mean? I don't just take things at face value. I always like to look a little bit further. Mm-hmm. And I started on reading the document. I hadn't read the whole thing, so I can't comment on all of it. And I, you know, once I read it all, and I will by next Tuesday, I'll have more definitive comments. But for what I've heard and learned and seen thus far, I think a lot of it is bogus. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of it is they are using what they've done against black people over and over and over again, which is use the court of public opinion. Mm-hmm. You know, I could give you about 10, 12 federal cases that they never released any evidence that was found in the searches. Mm-hmm. But yet, the first thing they released to us is baby oil and all the other things, because they know in the court of public opinion in the black community, we run with it. We run with it. I say it all the time. All you got to do is give us the match. We'll light the fire. Don't you worry. And I think that's what they've done again. You know, they've given us the match just for us to light the fire. I want to see more actual facts. You know, they talked about, we found 2 AR-15s. Is that illegal? We found handguns. Is that illegal? They were having a freak party. Is that illegal? He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Is that illegal?
Well, now the freak parties
I mean,
is illegal if he was
only if it's based on prostitution.
no. If he was drugging the people without their knowledge.
And the key word is if.
I did say
you were
if.
drugging them without your knowledge. But
you know, because those were allegations. But at this point, they're only.
Here's the thing about that, right? They have a whole franchise, a triple X station, magazines, a whole house called the Playboy Mansion, which was known across the globe for having what kind of parties?
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of drugs on the table? Everything you could possibly ask for. And it just goes on through all the different holiday norms, Hollywood norms across the globe, where they've had all these parties, and everybody knows there's drugs on the table. You come through the door, and everything you want is there. This has been a known fact in Hollywood. That's why they call it Hollyweird forever to the day. So my point of saying is none of that is brand new. So now we're making it an issue with this particular case, similar to the way they did with the R. Kelly case. You know, we're bringing up RICO, we're bringing up racketeering. But like I used to say in R. Kelly, have you ever seen a RICO case where there's only one person? It doesn't exist. Every RICO case always involves a group of people. So where's the group? Where was the group with R. Kelly? Nowhere. Where was the group with P. Diddy so far? Nowhere. All the things he was able to do, did he do all this on his own? Did he pump all the drugs? Did he do all the IVs? All the stuff they did? Did he did all this on his own? That means it has to be a group of people.
If
my point
this happens,
my point is though,
the other people will come out.
No.
If it happens.
On a RICO case, and if you look at how they've done RICO case in history, they lock up 20, 30 people, and then they sort it out. Look what they did with YSL. How many people got locked up for that junk? 25 people. That's a RICO case. They lock up everybody and then let it sort out. Then let people start telling on people. Then they start getting. They don't just lock up one person in a RICO case.
Maybe he the master RICO. Again, we can't say what happened, but also I feel like Angelo, we gotta. Sometimes it's too much because of how some of the people in the past have been mistreated. The people that are guilty are falling in and trying to use that same, that's mistreating me too. They're doing this against me wrong. And, you know, there's some truth to some of this stuff.
I don't doubt it.
We don't have no proof of what's true and what's fake, but there's some truth somewhere along the way. And, you know, again, I hope he's only found guilty on the things that are true and can be proven. But the Me Too movement has washed away and went back to we're going back to the situation where, remember back when women used to report stuff, they didn't report it because nobody believed them. And so now, because so much is coming out, people are just assuming, it just has to be a lie because there's too many people saying it. You know, and I think on the flip side of that, true stuff, things that are actually, people are getting away with things because of that. Because it's just, all of this just can't be true. And, you know, how we used to think sometimes, well, if that happened, why didn't you say something when it happened? You know, I've always thought like that. But in a sense, it ain't always, I'm not in that situation. I can't tell you why they didn't say anything, you know? But then when you, in these type of situations, we know people have miraculously disappeared. so it's like, well, maybe I better keep my mouth shut or I might disappear. There was, well, I ain't gonna touch that one because I don't want to disappear. But I was about to say something like, nah, but I just think that,
But we can say that through all kinds of, we can say it through our own government. People just miraculously disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can say it through, all the gangster stuff. People this happens
and they disappear
when you deal
because
with
there's information they have that
when you deal with corruption.
Yeah.
These things happen.
we know that dude didn't just out of the blue climb the side of that building where everybody got him on videotape and crawl over there and set that gun up and shoot Trump, and the Secret Service couldn't get to him in all that time. But he definitely did.
Well, we also know
ain't gonna tell that story.
We also know that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself in a maximum security prison
When the cameras just
happened
happened
to go out.
Exactly.
And the guards just happened to not be on that wing So there's a whole lot of things that miraculously happen when people disappear. You know what I mean? Especially when they have information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying on this particular scenario, I think it's a lot of hot garbage. I think it's the same way I said about R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly's a creep. I think he's not a good person. I think he did a lot of bad things. However, I don't think he did it on his own. So the same thing with this guy. I don't know P. Diddy. I think he's probably a jerk. He's probably a womanizer. He's probably a woman abuser because he's been able to get away with it for so long because people don't talk until the check stops. That's usually when people talk is when the check stops. When you're getting paid, then everything's fine. A lot of these women, none of them, if they were raped, they were abused, none of them deserve that. However, I didn't, they didn't seem like there was any chains on the mansion.
To me is too. They didn't deserve it either.
Yeah, I didn't see the chain when they did the search warrant. I didn't see any chains on the door where people couldn't get out. You know what I mean?
They removed them a minute ago. I'm just joking. I don't know if they were there or not.
Yeah.
But again, the chain can be your life. The chain can be your life, especially when hey, Angelo, look now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, boy over there, we ain't seen him in a week.
But if
if you go do this, I would hate to not see you for a week. That's all you gotta do.
If you have heard, and I don't know, I don't think any of us here have ever been invited to a P. Diddy party, right? But we've all heard about the parties, and we're not even in that world, and we've still heard about it. So if we've heard about it, that means they've heard about it. So if you still choose to go to this party, knowing everything that you've heard, you have to anticipate there must be some kind of truth to it. Or did you want to see for yourself? Or was the money good? It's just a lot of stuff that we have to take some kind of accountability.
This Damon, he's like, I knew to leave by
Marlon Wayans said,
you know what time to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So up until that time, it was a regular party.
But he knew what time to leave.
Somebody and they don't know, and I'm just talking about in general. I'm not specifically talking about the Puff Daddy case. I'm speaking very general here.
Okay.
But if you're targeting someone and they don't know that they're the target, you can always manipulate the situation to get what you want. Especially like the security guard said, there were certain drinks that they knew not to touch because they were for the people that were the victims. The victims don't know that they're the drinks for them. They just see everybody drinking. We know.
If they don't know.
These are allegations
is
again.
my point. However, do you feel that a person should be charged with something if the other party agrees to do it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not talking about those people.
No,
I'm talking about the ones that didn't agree.
But,
the ones that were planning to leave at 12.
So now how do we distinguish between those people? I plan to leave. So how much? But when he gave me $100,000, I changed my plan.
Well, no, I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that were planning to leave at 12, but got those drinks, and then they woke up at 5 in the morning, and they were hurting. And it was a bottle of baby oil on the side. That's the people I'm talking about.
If
I ain't
those
talking about the people that's changing their mind because now they mad because they ain't get paid.
yeah, if those things are true, then there should be proper prosecution. But my point is, everyone that was a part of that should have been charged for it. That's what RICO is. It's a conspiracy amongst a group of people, and he's supposed to be the head of it. But everyone should have been charged for it. Whether you testify against it to get off, all that's fine and dandy. But you should not allow people to escape off of this thing. That's all I'm saying. You know,
I feel like, you're right. But I feel like there are more arrests coming.
we'll see.
I don't believe-
It says on R. Kelly, and yet there's no more arrests. There's no more. Hey, they said the same thing, but there's no more. No one else got arrested. No one else got arrested. All those people who was involved in all that stuff all got off scot-free. Every one of them. You know what I mean? I don't see, to include the parents of the girl who said it wasn't even their daughter. Denied their own daughter on a video. Said it wasn't my daughter. What? I was like, so you can sell your own daughter? That's what you did. So, you know. Anyway. It's going to be interesting to see.
It is.
For sure. Yeah, anything else before we get to this weekend?
You know, other than the usual that we have to continue to reiterate, get out there and vote. You know, do not, and what Michelle said a couple of times ago, this is not the time to play games and withhold your vote. Get out and make a difference so that we don't have to worry about this foolishness anymore. Yeah.
Amen.
But
Mike, let me see a lighter.
anything that you might have happened in the real world that you wanted to thought about that's pertinent?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's jump right into 5-Star Sports, man. This is week 1 of the men, week 2 of the women. Some good matchups all across the board. Can't wait to see how the results came about.
And it's also week 1 of our Tuesday night league,
Tuesday night.
flag football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What you got on Tuesday?
Yeah.
I run a corporate league for AMB.
AMB. What is that? Oh, really?
Arthur and Blank Foundation.
Oh,
Yeah.
the real AMB.
Yeah, the real one. yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we launched that one this past Tuesday.
Is that right?
We did.
Congratulations, man. That's
So
awesome.
so I'll be busy on Tuesday nights now. But that was fun. That was hilarious.
So all corporate leagues.
All corporate.
that's-
All corporate. Have to be an employee
Oh,
of the
that's
organization to play in that. That's fine.
And what are they playing? 7-man?
7.
Touch? I mean,
No,
like,
they play with flag.
I mean, 7-man. What's it called?
Screen. Yeah, they
That
play
was it.
screen, but they can jam off the line. And it's it's co-ed. It's co-ed.
Okay.
So yeah, that was interesting. But we can go ahead and open up with our
Hey, did overthrew that.
women.
Okay.
Women. So you got that schedule up, Dwayne? I thought you had it up. Okay, let me go back and pull up the. So this was week 2 of the women's league. We opened up the game. We opened up the day with
I don't
a.
know hitting what they're doing to those women freak part. That's implied. No, I would think so too, Billy. That's kind of should go hand in hand.
Do we need to pause?
No, go ahead. I was reading his comment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we opened up our day with APOC versus Bama Fire coming out the gate hot. You know, 2 powerhouses,
All right.
2 top dogs in the league. I think Bama probably was still tired from the drive. It wasn't the Bama Fire we expected to see. APOC was clicking. We had a 16-zip game. That's definitely not expected. But by 11 o'clock, they had gotten things together and they faced Bama Fire was hosting Code Red. Code Red's coming back again with a brand new team. No veterans or no return ladies. A lot of ladies that are just learning the game. So Bama easily took care of business in that game, 23-0.
Okay.
Then we had APOC facing Georgia Vibe. Again, another new team with a few veterans, but they're still new, getting everything together. APOC took that game 16-0, but Vibe did put up a fight. It wasn't just a cakewalk. You know, they shown that they're learning the game, they're getting it together. Next game we had Code Red hosting Georgia Vibe. Again, I think that these are more evenly matched competitors in the division wise. Georgia Vibe took this game 21-0. Then we had
Georgia Vibe won 21-0.
Georgia Vibe won 21-0.
Okay.
Yes, and that's Gates' team. Then we had Atlanta Rage versus Ground Zero, our other new women's team. Again, this was a bunch of ladies, brand new young ladies. Rage took this one 13-0, but Ground Zero again fights. And then we had Ground Zero facing the Atlanta Storm. I guess you could call this with the student versus the teacher. Storm took this one 22-0. And then we closed out the day with Storm at Rage, which was another good grudge match, not between two teams that like to see each other, with Rage having been historically gotten the best of Storm. But Storm pulled this one out 8-0. So we had some great games.
And Rage is over Tigers, right?
Rage is now, yes.
Okay.
But again, they changed the name, but they also changed at least half the roster.
Okay.
So it's not just they just
But
came
same
up-
coaching staff.
Same coach. Well, yeah, same coaching staff. Yes.
Okay.
So we got our current standings for the women as thus far. We have APOC holds the number 1 spot at 4-0. Bama's number 2 at 5-1. Storm is 3rd and 3-1. Rage is 4th at 1-3. Vibe is 5th at 1-3. Ground Zero is 6th at 1-3. And that's because of the point differential tiebreakers. And then Code Red is 0-4. So coming up this.
Said then y'all pick on those.
Say it again.
Billy said then y'all pick.
We did, but Dwayne's supposed to keep up with those, I believe. But I think we picked all pretty much the same one. I don't think nobody.
Okay, so we will transition over to the men's. Let me find the picks for that. So I heard people on the air say, Dwayne, Angelo, you ain't really know how to. You ain't know what I would give you when I gave the computer.
Yeah, you because you put you said here take this. I was like, what? I had to figure that junk out, man.
Yeah. So last week, guys, I apologize. I had an emergency pop up while we were on air, and so I had to run up out of here. But
I think I figured it out, but it was just copying.
basically,
Yeah.
I just gotta figure out.
But I couldn't find the women on there. I didn't know how to find the women. I didn't want to be hitting on your computer stuff, so I just let it go.
I don't even know where. Did we save that one? Was it saved? Do you know?
I left it there for you to come back.
I don't see it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see that.
You didn't hit save when you came back in?
I thought it was close. I don't remember though. I don't even remember. I think I was so stressed out because of what the phone call was about. I don't see it. I don't even know where.
I thought I saved it. I wasn't sure. I know I hit the save, but then I
Okay.
pulled
If you
back
hit
and just
the save it somewhere.
But then yeah.
Where was it saved? to. Maybe it's this one. I don't know. But anyway, while I look for it, we can go on into the game schedule and talk about the scores from the men's league.
Yeah, he missed it.
So we had did we open up with the Predators? Yes. Okay, here we go. Week 1. Much anticipated season opener for all of the teams. We opened up today with the prior league's runner-up in Georgia Smoke versus a playoff team, Predators. I expected that to be a good matchup, a nice, tough, competitive matchup. Yeah, that was a really interesting game.
Was it?
Definitely surprised at the outcome of that one. I know that.
What you mean?
I was surprised at the outcome. Not to say I was surprised at which team won. I was surprised at how that team, the final score.
Okay.
I'll say that. Because I felt like, that could have went either way. I felt like, those two teams could have went either way. I know Predators hadn't recently beat Smoke, but Predators has a good roster. Smoke has a pretty decent roster. So this was an any given Sunday game. Final score on that game, though, was 16-0 Predators.
16-6. I ain't gonna do them like that. It was 16-6.
Is that what?
Wow.
They got in the box. Digital score.
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize, Gates. I ain't mean to take away your points because I know I'm going to hear about it tomorrow. But 16-6. So, well, you here. Rashad, why don't you tell us about that game?
It was a good game. Smoke a good team. They're a great team.
Talk to the mic, brother. I can hear you.
Smoke, they're a great team. We had a game plan, and we stuck with it.
And what was that game plan? Who did you feel like you had to slow down in order to?
Well, you can't let Gio get hot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let Gio get hot. So, we had to put pressure on him. But, they started the game with the other dude, though, at quarterback.
The young guy.
Saw that too,
Yeah.
and I was confused. They started the game with Dom over Gio, and they also were in spread.
Yeah.
And I'm just not, no disrespect to any of the teams, but I feel like Smoke has one of the better offensive lines in the league.
Absolutely.
And
They
to
do.
take
They
them
do.
off the field and they just had Tyree running the spread, I was confused over that. I don't know what the game plan behind that was. I'm not a coach on the team, so don't know. But it's just not what I was expecting out of Smoke.
They were missing some players, too.
And, so, maybe that's why then.
Did they have Wallace?
Was Tone there?
Wallace was there, who?
Tone.
Should they had Gio, they had Wallace.
Yeah,
Tone wasn't
well,
there.
that's- no,
But
Tone
without
wasn't
that. So he wasn't there.
And that big lineman they got.
So
that big,
Jahad Lee.
Real. Who I don't know
Okay,
what
so
they do.
yeah.
He big. He big as hell.
Ja Lee. The other than so okay, maybe that's why they didn't use the line like normally.
But that offense that they run,
And,
they be running that often. I
and
didn't
then
see
Avery was still on vacation. He didn't make it back in town to the second half. So they were missing him. So maybe that's why they didn't have a line in. Okay.
But the offense they ran the first half, they ran in the second half. That's the offense that they run though. They just
No,
swap.
not
they,
with no. They didn't
with
have a
two
lineman.
linemen?
They only had one.
They be running that sometime.
There was
Go
only
watch-
one
go watch
lineman.
they film.
I think, and I was confused because I thought I saw Wallace line up as a lineman at one time.
Oh, he did.
That's why I was confused. Yeah.
Him digital lined up as a lineman.
Yeah, so I think, something was going on with their line. That's just my speculation. I'm only speculating like what analysts do. But not hating, speculating. But I just was confused by that offense because that's not what I was used to them. So, but yeah, so You know,
16-6. Did they scored early or late?
They scored the second half.
the second half, yeah.
So y'all was in control of the game.
They got ball. Yeah, they got ball first out second half, and they drove down and scored.
Okay. Man, one of the things I kept noticing was Wallace. It was, you know,
Hey, Charles.
he runs a lot of short routes, a lot of comeback routes, and he still can't
Wallace?
stop him.
And he run. He likes the double move.
I'm
too.
like,
Wallace is a
man,
route. He's a
He a
route
route
runner.
he run the same routes, and they still can't stop him. You know, for the most part, I'm just interesting. Good.
Yeah,
he's a
people
good
like
player.
Wallace. People like Wallace, JL. You know what I mean? Those guys are just route runners. And when you run good routes, you can always find a way to get open. When you run, and those guys are route runners. You know what I mean? Some people just run. But when you're a route runner, man, you can and know how to sail and put your body in certain positions. You know, those guys do it extremely well.
Okay. Second game of the season, we had Predators.
By the
host-
way, I picked the Predators. So did Billy, of course. Dwayne didn't. So we're gonna make sure we tracking these games.
Listen, I'm still trying to.
We gotta go
find
back to the
them.
video. That's all right. We can go back to it.
Yeah, we can do that. We got it up there. I don't know what happened. I cannot find it nowhere.
Dwayne definitely picked Smoke.
He definitely picked
He
him up.
definitely picked Smoke. I remember him asking Billy, "Are we gonna have everybody?"
He did say that. If it ain't here, then I'm just okay. Well. The next game we had Predators hosting the newly promoted Rare Form.
The newly promoted.
You know, Rare Form has brought their talents to the pro division. Came to make noise.
Per Biv. Per Biv.
Well, it was actually per a lot of them because
Well,
they
per-
came to the podcast and they were ready. I remember you remember that
Biv
Angelo.
was ready.
No, the other ones
Oh,
were.
they popped it.
They were
That's a-
talking in private.
They were
off the
ready.
camera.
they were popping now.
You know, they were excited. So, you know, their first test of the day was against Predators, and you know, Predators found it hard to score against that defense. You know, they were in control.
Nah, don't do
Until
that. Don't do
I
that.
said until
Don't do that.
they were in control until they threw interceptions.
Really?
You know, but they also I didn't understand. You know, they drove down the field. KJ drove down the field.
I like him.
When he wasn't throwing interceptions, he drove down the field. But then twice he got down the field, and it was in your game, and then they got and then changed the offense up and did something different and didn't score. They took KJ out the quarterback spot to put somebody else there that didn't just drive them all the way down the field. And then on fourth down, instead of using the kicker that they had, they got Christian. They decided to go for it twice and didn't score either time. So elaborate on that for us.
Oh,
Rashad.
Christian's kicking for Rare Form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which part you want me to elaborate on?
What was
Them-
like them?
their offense? Oh, I don't know what they were thinking. I talked to Bill. After the game, and I told him, I like their quarterback. I said that was dumb to take him out, and he drove down the field. Yeah, I picked the other dude, whoever they picked back there. I don't know what he was doing. He running a wildcat or something. He just was trying to run, run it in from the 20. Like, where you going?
I mean, I ain't get it. It would have been like.
Well,
You know.
here's the question: Did they do that last season in
No.
the division? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just curious.
Last season it was straight up KJ the whole time. So I didn't
Well,
get that.
makes it even
made
more.
no. It'd have been like letting Amos drive you down the field and then taking him out at the 5 and putting Ray back there. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know what
So-
their offensive scheme was.
Yeah, that could have, potentially changed it, because if Christian kicks and scores those field goals, then we got a 6-6 game that goes into overtime potentially. But leaving points on the board don't even give you an opportunity to do anything. And in the second time, you would have thought, okay, well, we learned from the first one, but they did it a second time. And then he threw like 2 interceptions as well, right?
He do too. They called one back on a questionable roughing the passer.
Oh, so that was
the
I
second.
saw the interception. So they called that one.
They
back.
called that back. They
Yeah.
had. Man,
I don't know what the ref saw. I wasn't, I can't see his eyes. I didn't talk to him, but okay.
So the other quarterback threw this interception?
No.
Oh, KJ.
The other
KJ.
quarterback just
Okay.
didn't score.
Okay.
KJ threw the interception.
Gotcha.
But I ain't get that. Interesting. So yeah. So needless to say, Predators won that game 6-0.
6-0.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a good game.
So that's why I said to not
They
take
played kept
the
away.
points.
We only had the ball three. Offense only had the ball 3 times.
Yeah.
They played kept away the whole game.
Interesting.
We had the ball 1 time the first half, 2 times the second half. They played keep away from us.
Really?
They ain't want Arnold on that field for real.
Which begs the question: why not take the points when they're there?
Right.
I don't know. But so then the next game we had another good matchup. Georgia Smoke.
Wait a minute, y'all scoring a pick six?
Yeah, they second to third play they threw us a pick 6.
Yeah.
And that's the only score of the game?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Once again, why don't you take the points?
So did they play good defense against y'all those 3 times you had the ball?
Penalties
so.
killed us. No. Penalties. We were driving and penalties killed us.
Okay.
Then they called the game like with 2 minutes left. They like ball game. When we had the ball, we was about to drive, but they said ball game. So
They called it. Red Form called it.
no, the
The
ref.
refs called it. Okay. Interesting though. They kept y'all off out the end zone.
Yeah.
That's a big win for Red Form.
So I mean, it wasn't a win, but it wasn't like a beatdown. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Which is again though, you gotta take them points, or at least
Red Form not sorry though. They
No,
not a
they're-
sorry team. They can compete. They just gotta let their quarterback work. They gotta let him work. He ain't pro now. He not in comp. You need to let him work. Get adjusted to the game because the game different up here in pro.
Would you say that they were still doing things as if they were in comp that probably won't work with
Yeah.
the pro team?
That Wildcat's not gonna work in pro. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's not gonna work. Doing it, and then you're doing it from the 20. You can't get no more first down.
That is true. Okay, so the next game we had Georgia Smoke at Georgia Elite. Yeah, Georgia Elite had, a couple of new additions to their offense. Couple of new additions to their offense. And then Smoke again coming out with, what they had in the first game. I think this was another situation where not kicking when you can versus going for it Smoke won this game 7-6. And it was a situation where Montel went for 2 versus kicking.
I picked that one. I picked that one too.
I think it was a bad snap. I went back and watched that game. It was a bad snap that made him have to throw it because the snap was bad. So he couldn't get the ball down where the kicker could kick it.
Oh,
It was a bad snap. So
See, I didn't see this game. You was there.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
there. And I went back and watched it when Wild Watch posted it. It was a bad snap.
Okay. So then he was forced to do that.
Yeah, he was forced to do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
What was the final score?
7-6.
Wow.
7-6. So
They were kicking for 2 on the bad snap,
No, I think I don't believe so.
I think they always kick for 2. Georgia Elite always kick for 2. So if it was a better snap, probably would have won that game.
And you know what? That makes sense because Smooth does like to end games. He don't like to play around with it. Because I know last week he did that with his girls. And the holder let the ball go where she was going to kick the ball for the win.
They said he dropped the snap, kicking for 2.
Oh, that's Mike. Mike played with them.
Okay, so then that's what happened. So, but yeah,
That
was
sounded like that was another competitive game though.
yeah. From what I get, it was competitive. And then we had Joe World at Rare Form.
Huh.
I asked about this because I didn't see it. The final score was 10-8. I believe I was told that Joe World got a safety in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't
And-
know how that. Like he kicked it. The kicker kicked it, and Buddy dropped it in the end zone. Let the ball bounce in the end zone, and they called safety.
What you mean he kicked it?
Yeah.
It was on kickoff. I don't know how that worked. I ain't never seen that before.
Wait a minute.
Joe World kicked it to rare form. The ball bounced off Buddy's chest and landed in the end zone. They called safety.
Oh, a bounce. That was a live ball infield, and then went out of bounds.
Fell in the end zone. So they called safety. I don't know.
On the kickoff.
On the kickoff.
Yeah, usually.
Wherever
So
he
he
hit-
muffed it
wherever
in
he-
the end zone.
He was at the 1. And he muffed it and the ball landed in the end zone.
Oh.
Yeah.
So but that should have been a 1-point safety. Cause that's just like if you
A
pitch
safety.
the
There's no such thing.
James?
Yes, it is.
I ain't no
A
such thing as a
1-point
1
safety?
point
Yes,
safety.
it is.
Well,
I've never
Absolutely.
heard
You
of
better check the rules. There
I ain't
is
never
a
heard
one.
of that. I ain't never heard no safety being 1 point, period.
Yeah.
There is a 1-point
That's the
safety.
5-star rule right there.
No, that's not.
Yeah, John, the extended roster. We know that. I won't get into it.
That's a 5-star rule.
What
A
extended
safety
roster?
being 1 point.
Yeah,
James, you done made that up.
I did not make that up.
But that's a 5-star rule.
Yeah,
That's
not-
a rule.
It can't be a flag football rule. A
Low.
1-point
that's a
safety.
5-star rule. I'm
It's
telling
not
you.
a 5-point. It's not happened in our league, but
Yeah,
I can
I
tell you
wanna-
it's the truth.
What league has it happened in?
I was calling to get him to explain it because he explained it to me last week. That's how I know it's an actual rule.
Wow.
And it, I think it has to do with
So the rule y'all learned was that if it hits you a live ball on a kickoff, it hits you inbounds and bounces out of bounds, it becomes a safety.
I don't think out
Jalen.
of bounds.
I'm asking Jay. He said they all learned the rules. Son, I just want to know how was it explained. I just want to know how it was explained. I'm curious to know that.
Hey, trying to understand the rule. You won't lie. So they had a kickoff that hit and the player was at the 1, and it hit him, and then it landed in the end zone, and there was called a safety.
Who was that?
Let me take you off.
Hey, that's what I just said.
So what going on?
'Cause I've never heard of that.
What?
Ain't no damn way, though. It
Because it's dead. Wherever it hits, it's dead.
Well,
It hit-
it cost. That's what happened in the rare form game.
how they call it a safety?
Oh,
Shit.
let me take.
That's what I asked you.
Hey, somebody, you done threw somebody under the bus.
Hey, that's what I asked you. Ed. I was like, I never heard that before. I'm trying to figure that one out.
He done threw his crew under the bus. Don't lie. That was his crew.
I ain't never heard that one before.
Damn.
And that's about this 1 point. And that's about this 1 point safety too. I want to know about this
ask
1
about
point.
this 1 point safety that you done made up.
Because I ain't never heard that one either.
I know it. Ask about the 1 point safety that you done made up for 5-star.
It is. Go look at the Joe World rare form game.
Yeah, they got a safety for it. I understand.
Yeah, the Joe World rare form.
Nah, Stevie, we just trying to get some answers. Hey, we trying to get some answers up in here. Well, I've never heard of that. On a kickoff, if it
Jordan
touches you, it's
and
dead. Wherever it hits it, it's dead. It's
Joe
dead
World
ball.
kicked it off
But it
the
hit
rare
it, but it land
form.
on the end zone.
It doesn't matter. It dies wherever
At
you
the
touch it. If you
one,
touch it,
and
it's
hit
dead.
in the end zone.
I thought we.
Only way
I
it's
thought
live,
we would've
and
it
they called
bounces
it,
off and touches the other player, and it catch it.
Safety.
But if it hits, it's dead where it hits at.
Man,
Say it again.
rare form ain't scored
It
to
hit him in the
the
chest.
end of the game, so Joe World gonna win that regardless.
No, they called it safety, not a touchback.
James, you called about. Hey, let's talk about this 1 point. Let's talk about this 1 point safety that you done made up.
Ooh, okay. All right. I guess you'll hear about that one in the group chat. Let me go back on.
No, ask him about this 1 point safety
Okay.
that we never heard of. Why you hang up?
Jada said game over. Joe World won. Yeah, I bet.
One-
I bet y'all know. They didn't.
So-
They didn't protest. They
Oh, wait,
should've-
no, Joe World. I'm gonna have to go back and take those points back
Hey.
because they were illegal. They were
Ball game. You
unauthorized.
can't- ball
and so
game.
now there's gonna be a tie
Joe
score.
World won.
Them
Ball
Georgia-
game.
them Georgia- hey.
Rare Form actually protested and sent me the money. So
yeah,
I'm
you-
just
there you go.
I'm about to say, oh hell no. Yeah, we
I can tell you, I would have put that junk on the spot. I was like, I've never heard that before.
But you know, but this goes back to what we said. What I say to people all the time: not knowing the rules and letting stuff slide. Because I told Billy, me and Billy were
Yeah, I
talking
know the
about.
rules.
He said there was a situation where they tried to protest and the ref wouldn't let him protest.
Who?
Billy. And I told him, I said, you know, if you guys find yourself in a situation where you want to protest and the ref tells you that you can't protest when you feel that you definitely can protest, don't go line up. Walk your ass to the middle of the field with your $50 and say, I'm trying to protest. At that point, I have something to go off of to know you tried to protest. If you line up and play, I can't say you were trying
You
to
roll-
protest.
you roll with it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's more, you know, different when you're not lined up. But what's the comments? Go on and get some of the comments.
Everybody just blown away right now. That's the comments.
You see, let's take this off.
Everybody asking you about the 1 point
Hey, you
safety.
came on that speaker quick.
Everybody asking in the comments about the 1 point safety.
Well, again, I'll make sure that I have Zarek explain that because he explained it to me, and I don't want to repeat it.
Lorenzo said, but if anybody should know the rules, it's be the people who we pay each week.
You right, and that's what I told y'all.
Can't argue that.
Do you know when it happened?
What?
That one, the punt, the kickoff.
It was the second. It had to be the second half. Oh, it either after Joe World scored, because Joe World scored on that
So the
punt
second
return.
one-
it was crazy.
It was-
that
Yeah,
punt
I
return.
saw the
that punt return was.
but
That
don't
play
go
was
that towards
nasty.
the
With
end of the game,
Miko and
With Miko and Javion.
Javion, yeah, I saw that on
Hey,
video
man,
today.
That boy made
But
a
won't that
play.
at the end of the game?
What?
The punt return where he scored.
No, I think it was like the first half or something. I think it was
Because
the
that was
first
the
half.
only score they had. I thought that he said that they were, you know, they had
No,
the lead.
because Rare Form
Rare Form
got a
scored
chance to
after the safety, and Rare Form had the lead.
Rare Form never had the lead. Rare Form never had the lead that game.
Oh, so they scored after Joe World was up.
Joe
10-0.
World was already up 10-0. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess we
Yeah,
know
he said
that
it
if the
began
ball
the
hits
second
you and
half.
fall in the end zone, it's not a safety.
Ball
For
dead.
1 point or 2, huh, James? For 1 point or 2, James, huh?
Yeah, for 1 or 2.
I ain't never heard of that. That man here tripping.
I ain't. Just, listen, we got to stop living in worlds just because we ain't heard of something don't mean it ain't true.
Logan
Okay.
played the game a long time.
Hey,
That's fine.
I've never heard it.
Just because, and guess what? A lot of rules on the NFL. The tuck rule. We ain't hear about it till it happened. So I'm gonna get you to.
I want to see it. I mean, if
I'ma
it's
get it to
in
you.
black and white,
You know,
I sure
I'm
want
gonna
to
get it to you.
I sure
But,
want
you know,
to.
I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't have just found out about it myself. So anyway, Joe World took this game 10-8. You know, Rare Form felt like they definitely was in this game as well.
10-8 sound like they
They
were.
gonna compete.
And you know, what I'm liking is that we're not seeing anything being blown out. So next we had Georgia Elite at YB 4L. Now this, I think for me, was the most interesting game of the whole day. I only saw the score. I didn't
Okay.
see the game,
Okay.
but I was 100,000% shocked at this score. I can't tell you much about it other than the score was 1-0.
I did. What's up? Yeah, what was that?
So
That's 1 point safety.
See, I told you it could happen.
They go to 1 point safety, Shaw. We're looking for it.
But I'm assuming this went into overtime and Georgia Elite won in
Charles said a
overtime.
lot of moral victories for a team that don't respect nobody.
No more, from the 20
In the playoffs.
only on the playoff.
Only in the playoffs. That was fixed in the rules. And I told everybody that at the captain's meeting, remember?
No, I don't remember. I just showed up so we can play.
Okay. Yeah. So in regular season,
Just showed us I don't get fined.
it will be the
Mike
extra
said with
point.
double overtime too.
It was
double overtime?
Wow,
It was
that
double
was
overtime.
that was a football game then.
So And
Wow.
so I'm not sure.
YB
how to
had
take
Trey
that.
on the line.
Word.
Trey was on the line. Cook
I've
was
seen that
playing
before. Though.
quarterback.
He's done that before. When
was
Chris
playing
Bay quarterback, he'll
quarterback.
play. He'll go on.
So
the
I
line.
saw that when I looked at some of the video. I saw that. So that was Cook that I saw over there because I knew it won't Trey. Okay. Because I think it was an interception that I saw, and I was wondering who it was.
Who threw it?
But he was Cook ball head.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was wondering where Trey was at. All right. So yeah, this was a 1-zip game. So I'm not sure which way to look at that. Was it a
You said a lot of more victories for a team who don't respect nobody.
I saw that in Charles.
You talking about Red Phone.
So who?
They don't respect nobody.
Yeah, that's what they said. Now,
Was it them?
but two teams. Yeah,
Biv said
expect
They didn't
what?
ask the
Oh,
big
I
com-
remember that comment.
He
did
said a
say
lot
that.
of them
I
suckers.
don't respect
That's what he
nobody,
said.
but
yeah, that's what he said now.
he did say
And they
you
doubled
right.
down, then they tripled down on them.
Yeah. He spun the block again and said it again. Like, okay. Who they play next week? Oh well, go ahead, finish.
We ain't got to that yet. So, so I was surprised about this because YB's coming fresh off of a championship appearance at Brawl for It All. So coming into this game, I was just like, well, no disrespect, but okay, Georgia Elite, y'all just showing up today,
Listen.
based on what I saw there. But
You've been around Flag a long time. You know YB ain't gonna show up to the playoff. YB don't care about regular season. They gonna do enough to make the playoff, and then they gonna make their run.
okay, so no, I haven't. I've not really seen YB play in league play. Last
that's-
season was
yeah, I
the first
forgot
time I
you
ever
had-
saw them play in league play. I didn't really come out. I hadn't seen them. So yeah, so I was
Yeah, YB.
okay. So then that must explain that then. And then next we had YB.
So who won the game though? 1-0. I missed that part.
Georgia Elite
Georgia Elite won 1-0.
1-0. And then the next game we had YB at Joe World. Again, I didn't see this game either. I only saw the score, which was once again I was surprised by it. Joe World took this one 6-0. Did you see this game?
Yeah, I don't remember who I picked in those
I saw
games.
every
either.
game. It was a good game. It
Who'd
was a
you
good
pick,
game.
Billy? I don't remember who I picked.
It was a good game.
Well, I can tell you
think
who Billy
they
picked. 'Cause
sent
Billy
them.
texted me all his picks.
They sent the scored. Oh, it was like 70 yards. It's rare that Man missed the flag. It's rare that you see Man miss the flag
Joe World scored a 70-yard play.
to the center.
Really?
Man missed the flag. He barely missed flag.
Who played center?
JaVale.
Oh.
70 yards. But YB dropped the touchdown. When they received, he dropped the touchdown. Hit him dead in the hands.
So we, Billy.
So
picked-
YB didn't score in either game? Is that right?
No. Billy picked Joe World. Interesting. Yeah, he picked Joe World. And then the next game, we had DOA without Brady and Got Game. One of another new team we had that had Game. I think you're a little familiar with them, Angelo, but we'll get to that. Yeah, this for a new team. New teams tend to struggle, but a new team coming in with the confidence that had been displayed by Got Game's, commander.
Best
Billy
quarterback.
said, Billy said, I mean, they had a game that day.
So,
That's funny, Billy.
but DOA was without a quarterback, so they used somebody that was just on the roster to play quarterback. So you would expect, the little struggle that may have come. DOA won this one 13-0.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got game.
Huh?
Tell us about the game that they had got.
I mean, the best quarterback in the league, as he said.
That self-proclaimed.
That's what he said in
That
the chat.
self-proclaimed be dangerous, boy.
I don't think they crossed the 50 against them folks.
I heard that. I done heard that twice now.
That game, yeah, I don't think they call it.
That Charles said, got games to change their name to Get Game. Dilly said, Need Game.
Hey, when I see them jerseys, I knew it was gonna be a long day.
Hey, whoever posted that jump, man, I died laughing. They said, like, the flag football starter kit.
Well, we got the reversible. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long day.
They said the flag football starter kit on.
I see that. I said, oh,
That might have
Lord.
been the funniest meme I seen in a couple of days. Hey, that was, I don't know who posted that, man, but that was funny.
I'm not laughing at him, but I
That
was
was
trying
Gates.
to figure
Yeah,
out.
sitting on it with Gates.
What is
Sitting on it with Gates because Gates so petty. That just like the flag football starter kit. Man, that was hilarious, boy. And then when I saw the video, I said, oh, snap.
Yeah, that joke crazy. I said, oh, man.
Oh, man. He's hitting them PE jerseys. The old school PE jersey.
So okay, so then you had.
Oh,
We
boy.
can come back to that one. So
Boy,
then,
boy,
of course,
boy.
after that, we had
That's
DOA and Shockwave. DOA.
T.O. had to take over that game.
Dwayne, you want to talk about DOA and Shockwave? Dwayne said there was nothing to talk about. They did what they were supposed to do. They beat DOA 8-0.
Yeah, we know we were down to shoot, I guess fourth, fifth string quarterbacks. Neither Amos or Brent Champ couldn't be there. So Kurt and T.O. You know, it was really Kurt's first opportunity to play play quarterback for us. So he got to kind of learn the system a little bit. So T.O. stepped in. I wasn't there, but I heard he had no, you know.
He so I spoke with Kirk. He said he just he didn't bring the confidence that he probably should have had. He said the pressure had mounted so high because Angelo had got on him so bad about that name that he didn't know.
You could tell he was nervous.
Nah, he didn't. But he did say he was
You could
nervous.
tell
He
he was a
said he
little
just got to get back into the groove of it and be ready the next time he's called. I did talk to him about that.
That's what's up.
And so then
What I say about my man Kurt is Kurt, being an experienced player, is still open to learning, and that's what I like. That's what I like. He still has an open ear. He asks questions. I tell everybody, man, I can rock with you as long as you keep that attitude. I can rock with you. These jokers who come in thinking they know it all. You not for us.
So then we move over to the game that
Charles
Game
said
of
the
the
running
week.
back. Charles said
That-
the running back tried to truck
I
him.
was anticipating. So we had Got Game versus Shockwave. And I think I was anticipating this game because didn't they have a couple of players over there, Angelo, that were
The best quarterback in the league, self-proclaimed is wanted to take his talents to South Beach. So his brother real deal though.
Yeah, I did hear that his brother was good, but
No, his
his
brother
brother
really
had
was
to
out
play
there
on the
balling.
line.
He was out there balling.
Nah, he's a real deal. Yeah, he's a
He
real
had
deal.
to play on the line, which took him out of his, element. And so then on the opening drive, Got Game had the ball. And I'll let you look at it. They were driving. He threw it over the middle to the person and played hot potato with it. And then who was that? That's Kurt's brother, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Kurt's brother got the first interception.
Said the first one.
And then, I think, is this where I walked out? Oh, no. So on this drive, I think T.O. threw a bomb to the corner. Because I was like, why is T.O. playing quarterback? I didn't understand what was going on. We had some games. So after y'all scored on the first drive, right, Dwayne? Oh, okay. We ain't got to that yet then. That was a bad snap by Dwayne. He snapped it in the ground. And Herman dropped it.
Oh, DC.
That was DC.
Oh, Well, then that's your fault. You weren't there playing center.
Nah,
Playing center.
DC a good center too.
Nah, I'm just. What was that? What was that?
Hey, listen. They were thrown in positions.
So okay, so they basically came out with a vaunted defense to stop you guys, and then oh man, yeah, he did throw an interception. Good lord. I think he misread that play, cause he.
Yeah, that's a terrible interception.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on that one.
He floated that up.
But then so y'all traded interceptions on the opening drive, and then Got Game came out with that, high powered offense that I don't know.
Did y'all witness the 4.4 speed of the quarterback?
He didn't run.
No.
In the game I saw, he didn't run because I know he took about 7-8 sacks. So
I tried to put him in a position, man. He came out and told me, man, I run a 4.40. I said, for real? For real?
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
maybe it'll come out next week.
Hey, this is hilarious.
But nonetheless, you guys.
He had 5 picks, Charles.
Yeah.
22 games.
Between two?
DOA caught 2.
I don't know. I'm thinking it was 5 against Shockwave.
Yep.
Yeah, Charles said his brother had 5 picks between the 2 games.
Oh.
They tried the wrong one.
No, he talking about the quarterback, Lil Bro. I think Lil Bro was the quarterback for Got Game.
Nah, little bro is Charles' brother. That's what we talking
his
about.
brother.
That
Who
corner.
they played the first game? DOA?
Yeah, DOA. He said between both games he had 5 picks.
I know he caught 2 against 2 pick sixes.
Oh, Charles'
against Got
brother
Game.
had 5.
In 2 games they had 5 picks.
Yeah,
Oh,
2
okay.
pick sixes, I know for sure.
Yeah, they tried the wrong one.
Cause see, I'm just watching. I'm not seeing no completion, so I'm
For
just
who?
for Got Game, and that's
There was
what
a lot of that.
That's what I was saying. I don't,
Listen,
and I'm not even trying to be funny. I just didn't see very
I took
many
a nap that game.
completions.
Shotway came, I was out there asleep.
Yeah, see, that was a dropped
That should've
interception.
been a pick.
That was who was that? Oh.
James, I'm going to tell you dead wrong for letting them folks come in pro.
Listen, I can't tell nobody.
You can,
Strongly suggest, huh?
yeah.
Listen, and it's just 2 weeks.
Nah,
I mean, 2 games. This don't determine nothing.
it will.
You know, see, there's another side.
It's a sample of what you're going to get.
Until they,
I just felt like it was the first week. They just got out there, they put it together, and yeah. But they got 8 more games.
Yeah.
They still got to see y'all. So when y'all come up in here with that L, Rashad,
Man, Predator lose to them, boy.
and we lose to them. We lose to them. It's over.
like they've been in this spot for quite
Quite some time.
some time. This one right here though,
Billy said
that
it
one was
Billy
hilarious.
said it with the jerseys.
That one right there, he was hilarious. I don't know what he was doing, but he showed up. That's all
They
I
had to
can
play
say.
out there in some Uggs.
I think this was another interception. Oh, he dropped another interception. I mean, this is all we saw. Like, I'm like, how they still in this spot? Because this been like 10 plays. But anyway, so they're gonna see you guys again in the playoffs, Angelo. So you just be prepared.
Playoffs? You say playoffs?
Yes, the playoffs.
Hey, what you think the over-under for the playoffs is going to be this season? Over-under win. How many games do they got to win to make the playoffs in this season?
I think, let me look. In this season, okay, let me look at the teams real
Mike said they're
quick.
going to pull out the New Jersey against the Predators.
I'm going to give you this.
I hope, baby. I hope.
So currently, I'll go through the standings. We got Shockwave in first place, Predators in second place, Joe World in third place, all tied at 2-0. DOA is fourth, Smoke is fifth, Georgia Elite is sixth, all tied at 1-1.
I don't see them beating none of them. I'm being honest. I don't see God Game beating none of those teams.
God Game is
Best of the rest.
Rare Form.
best of the
so
rest.
YB is 7th. Rare Form is 8th, and God Game is 9th. All tied at 0-2.
Rare Form gonna make the playoffs before that.
So the playoffs will be Shockwave,
Best of the rest.
Joe World, Smoke, Georgia Elite,
Is it-
YB, and Got Game go beat Predators for the final playoff spot.
So it's
You
six.
sounding as crazy as that one point. That
So
one point
it's 16. It's 16 playoff.
It's a 16 playoff. Nah,
James, you sound just as crazy as that one point.
I think-
I tell you.
listen, I'm not gonna lie, Rashad. I thought
You
it was.
think what?
I thought that was crazy when I heard it too,
Oh.
but it's in the rules. It's really a 1-point safety. But no, I don't see them making
It'll
it.
be interesting then to see. So you said Rare Form, DOA. Who was the other team that's 0-2?
The 0-2 teams are YB, Rare Form, and Got Game.
So you got to think. 16 playoffs. Mm-hmm. 3 teams left out.
And then currently we got 3 0-2
Rare
teams.
Form, DOA.
And YB's 0-2.
YB, Rare Form. So it's like you can't play but so long because it's only
Okay.
6 teams. You gotta.
Us, Smoke, Shockwave, Georgia Elite,
Shockwave, Predators, Joe World,
Joe World.
Joe Smoke.
So Rare
Georgia
Form, DOA, and Got Gang got to pull
So
some
basically,
upsets.
DOA, they're 1-1, but I think those last 2 spots. I think Shockwave, Predators, Joe World,
Don't.
Smoke, and Georgia Elite. I think those
Are playoffs. Them
I think they're 5. I think that last spot
The
is
last
up
3.
for grabs. Because I mean, you say YB play stuff until it's time,
Wait
but
till the end of
with
the
only
season.
6 teams, it ain't but so long you can wait.
End of the season, but damn, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's only so long you can wait.
I
with
only
six.
can speak.
Yeah, but
for
you got to
Predators
think. YB lost to Joe World
in Georgia Elite,
and Georgia Elite.
which is
2 of the teams. That
Already-
means they're going to
yeah.
be ahead of them with the tie.
Yeah, but why be? They may lose one more game.
So they're going to have to be
shit. Damn, and they still
Shockwave, Predators,
got
Smoke. Because it don't get easy.
Yeah,
It don't get easy. Like what?
Yeah, the new team they're gonna have to really pull some real upsets to beat
Listen,
those teams. That's
I
the
already
reality.
see.
Let's see.
I see 0-6 start for Got Game.
For who?
Got Game.
Let's look at Got
This-
Game.
They are allowed to be away, right?
Let's analyze.
Yes.
So coming up this
And Rare Form looks pretty competitive.
Got Game.
I don't-
has-
Rare Form gonna be
I don't say they
They got
win a game.
Smoke and LOZ.
next week.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's over with.
Oh, well they
Smoke and LOZ.
Hey,
What
it's
you got?
over. Who?
You got 0-2? 1-1?
Yes.
2-0? 0-2.
Who Got Game against Smoke is going to. That game's over by.
we don't know
halftime.
what LOZ is
Okay.
yet.
That game's
that's-
over by halftime.
Yeah, Smoke.
I'm gonna ride
Smoke-
with John. I'm gonna ride
Smoke,
with John.
Smoke or Mercy Rule.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ride with John.
So that's 0-4. So then the next 2 games they got Georgia Elite and Rare Form.
0-6.
Okay. And then the next 2 games,
Who?
I mean, that probably would put
Who?
them out at 0-6.
Who?
They got United and Raiders.
I don't know.
They're gonna lose both of those.
0-8.
So to save their season,
0-10.
they got
I
to
know they
play
play us.
Joe World and Predators.
Oh, definitely 0-10.
Mercy rules.
Belt to ass.
So you don't see any wins in their future.
I don't know what LOZ is.
None.
So
I'm riding with Big John.
That's
LOZ.
John.
Yeah, I know.
LOZ.
I'm talking.
Blade.
I don't know who's the quarterback of
Listen,
LOZ.
they don't release no linemen.
I don't know who the quarterback is, but whoever that is based on the line I saw, because them people they needed. T.O.
can't-
was breaking through there like they were kiddies, and Blaze got that. He gonna get through a line. So,
0-10.
but then he might
that's what
turn
I
on
said.
that 4-2 speed on us. That you say he got. Okay.
What's-
so that's one
0
team out. Okay, let's look at DOA. Next week they got Outcast and Raiders.
See with DOA up. I like DOA. They up and down though. They gotta be more consistent. I stayed and watched. I stayed and watched them.
How many wins do you guys think it will take to make the playoffs in the pro division? Minimum.
Five.
5?
Minimum of 5.
I think 6.
6 would be the key. I think.
So
6.
we're gonna give the number 6
I
seed 5 games.
Number six, 5 games.
Okay. So DOA is 1-1, so they need 4 more wins. Okay. So this week they got Outcast and Raiders. What say ye?
That's so hard because it depends. I mean, I think they can go.
Those are 2 teams that
I think they can go 1-1.
All to know
Okay.
each other real well.
Yeah, I think they can go 1-1.
Those will be competitive games.
We're gonna be real
What you
competitive.
saying?
I think
I would say 1-1 as well.
1-1. Okay. So now they 4 wins away from the magic number. The next week they got Joe World and Georgia Elite.
Go lose both of those.
Okay. So they still 4 wins away.
Well, it depends though.
The
'Cause
next
it
week-
depends if Brady show. Cause Brady a smart quarterback, even though he like throw pitches,
gonna-
but he know the game.
The next week they got
The new vamp Joe World
United
gonna
and Fly
murder.
by Night.
They going 2-0. Well, shit.
1-1.
1-1. I'm sorry.
Okay. So they're 3 games away from the magic number. The next week they out. Ain't but 2 games left.
Who they got?
Smoke and YB.
Yeah, well, I told you it's gonna be a Myron Miracle, man.
So you've only given them 2 game wins out of the final 8 games. Pushing, you could have given them 3. That only gets them at 4 and 6. So
That's why I said 5. You got
You guys
to
have
win. You got to win a
eliminated
minimum of
DOA.
5 games. You got to win a minimum of
let's look
5
at Rare
games.
Form. Rare Form has. Okay, so next week they got YB and Big Swamp.
Rare
He
Form.
said 0-10. I would-
YB and Big Swamp. 1-1.
1-1. Low.
I agree.
Okay. The week after that, they got Smoke and Got Game.
1-1 for sure.
Yeah.
And then next week, they got. Ooh, something wrong. I gotta fix something on that. They got the final week. They got Georgia Elite and Shockwave.
They
Jeez.
done data.
0-2.
So
Look like YB gonna take that last.
That
spot.
why be going?
YB.
Why be?
And there's no.
If
Let me
they
tell you, no shade to Rare Form because this their first season in pro. So this is something they can build off of. Not even if they don't make playoffs, this is a season they can build off of.
agreed.
so let's look at YB's schedule.
YB is going to take the last.
YB
spot. I don't even know why
remains scheduled.
we even playing. We know
Yeah, I
YB
wouldn't.
gonna-
You ain't got to go through that. Why
We know
be gonna
YB
be in the
gonna take
playoffs?
this.
Yeah, they gonna
Big
be.
Swamp and Rare Form.
YB is going to be the 6th. They may be in the 5th seed or whatever. YB's
And we
2-0.
got a fan.
There you go, 2-0.
2-0. Okay. Predators and Shockwave.
Well, I'm riding with Predators for sure.
No.
I mean,
Okay, so now y'all put them at 0-2.
I ain't put my order 2. I just said
I'm right.
he ride with his squad, I
I'm
ride with mine.
So they putting them at 0-2. Okay.
I'm saying to you, YB gonna win. They gonna make the playoffs.
They're going to
Okay.
make playoffs.
The following week, it's
YB final record
Fly
going to
by
be.
Night and Outcast.
They're going to be 7-3.
They'll be both of them.
So
That's what I said.
They're going to be 7-3.
So that's
earlier.
4
I said-
games.
I said they may
YB's going to be
I said
7-3.
they may lose one more game. That's,
That's
what I
4
said.
games, so that puts them at 6-2. And then
7-3, 6
the
and 4
last
at worst.
week they got DOA and Smoke.
YB going to be 6-3. Oh, shit. They're going to take the last spot. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
They're going to take the last playoffs.
So you're saying Got Game, DOA, and Rare Form are out.
I'm saying those teams are gonna have to pull off some major upsets to have a shot.
the thing
at
with
playoffs.
DOA that I know
Just
they got to
reality.
play together. They was arguing a little bit too much.
So
And again, no
they
knock
got to pull
on
off
No
a major
knock. They
upset.
They gotta pull off some major
So
upsets.
out of the
nigga.
3 of them, who do you think is more likely to pull off?
Based on week 1, I would have to say Rare Form.
Okay.
Just based on the fact they were competitive with the 2 teams they played. If you're that competitive, you know what I mean. If you stay with confidence, you might be able to pull off an upset here
Okay.
too. But to win 5 games is gonna be a challenge for them. Especially they start off 0-2. To win, they gotta win 5 of the next 8.
And Pro was fairly new for DOA as well.
All 3 of them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All 3 of them teams brand new. So that's what I'm saying. They're gonna have a hard
This is a
time.
building stage for them teams. I think Got Game really just
With
needs to go to
Georgia
comp right
Elite
now.
and Joe World, having those extended rosters, that that's gonna make both of them pretty way more potent
'Cause they both
than they
picked
would
up
have been.
some good pieces.
Yeah.
So whose roster is more extended? Joe World's or Georgia Elite?
I don't know. I don't care. I just know they picked up some good pieces that can play ball.
I think Georgia Elite only picked up 2.
I just know who they picked up is a significant difference.
I think Rare Form picked
Right.
up the most. I mean, not Rare Form, but Joe World.
And then Joe World have,
And they picked up some good pieces.
They-
Yeah, they
some
definitely-
good pieces.
solid pieces.
They definitely did. So, yeah. Interesting.
So who we
So
got
what's the
this week?
schedule next
So
week?
this week we have.
Wait, get ready, Dwayne. Pick 'em time.
Okay, let me pull up the schedule. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that recording because I thought I had it up here, and I tried to make it so I would always have it.
What I like about what I can say while you're looking for that is, I'm happy that we went 2-0 because T.O.'s never played quarterback for us in the game before. so I'm really satisfied with the 2 W's, no matter how ugly it may have been. That was the first.
Well, now you know you got an emergency. Okay. So starting
Jalen
out-
said technically we only got 3 4 players. And Billy said, and New Jack.
New Jack.
Players you're talking about. He said, hey, who is 0? Who was that guy for the Jets? Dwayne. Who's 0 for the Jets? Allen. What's his first name? No, the running back. That joker running that football last 2 games. I'm trying to figure out who is it. We don't know, Billy. We gotta go back and get last week's because I did them. Apparently, they weren't.
Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. Who is that? Where he coming? What? He ran that football. I can tell you that.
I don't see nobody. No New Jack players up here.
Do that later, James. Let's get to these picks, man. Let's get these picks, man.
I think he's looking for the schedule. He's looking at
So we're gonna open up
Wisconsin.
today
Okay.
with,
Appreciate it. That joke ran that football today.
Fly by night at Georgia Elite.
Georgia.
GE.
Sorry, Georgia.
Who you got, Dwayne? Fly by night and GE. Billy got Elite too.
I got Elite.
No love for Fly by night.
Mike, you gonna be there? It depends on Mike there.
So we got a Georgia Elite suite.
Yeah.
All right. So the next game we got game. And
Let me tell you, whoever played against Got Game, I got them. Boy, had the breakaway jerseys, man.
We got game at Georgia Smoke.
Smoke by 50.
God, dog.
Yeah, I got smoke.
And the sweet
Angelo, you gonna
smoke for sure.
take the tie break? You gonna go out on the limb?
Orlando got fly by night with the upset. Bet you won't put no push-ups on that jump.
Right.
Next we got Georgia Elite at United.
Ooh, I got it. Damn. I like Elite.
Dwayne.
United don't be
I
consistent.
don't even know who Elite gonna have because Reflex is playing. So I'm gonna go with Georgia Elite.
Low.
I'm going elite as well.
Billy.
He already said elite.
CGE.
Okay, and then after that we got Georgia Smoke at LOZ.
Smoke.
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 Man, LOZ.
That's the first player I seen play with the that concussion cap on his helmet.
Oh, Peppers.
That's what that was.
Julius Peppers.
Yeah, he need to. He be having too many concussions too.
Okay. Next we have Joe World at Fly By Night.
World.
Joe World.
Joe World.
Okay, somebody got to break out. Billy.
I know, right?
These are realistic picks today.
He got Joe World as well.
Dang, I need an upset. Okay, we got an upset right now. Here we got LOZ at Got Game.
LOZ. I already told you I'm going LOZ.
Dwayne.
Dwayne, if you pick
Go ahead,
game,
Dwayne. That's your boys, man. That's your boys, Dwayne.
Yeah,
pick Got
That's your
Game,
boys, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Hey, that's your boys,
They
Dwayne.
got real jerseys this week.
Fuck it. I got game.
There you go, Dwayne. Go with your boys, Dwayne.
Hey man,
I got
peer
my
pressure
boys.
is a mug. Boy.
I got my boys.
He has to learn about that.
Billy
Peer
and
pressure
Angelo.
is a bug.
Yeah,
Dwayne ain't trying to
I'm
win.
gonna go LOZ.
No, you
pressure.
taught them. You don't think they gonna use the teachings that you provided?
Hey, man.
My man told he run a 4-4.
The reason they left because he didn't want to be taught. So
I got LOZ.
Billy, what you got?
Billy said LOZ.
Okay.
Only one person in his room picked.
Yeah,
G-
y'all chasing him. He gonna be like.
GG's.
that
GGs.
homeboy, man. That homeboy.
And next we got Outkast at Joe World.
Ooh.
Shit.
That should be a good game.
Should be a good game.
I saw
'cause-
some good pickups today.
For who? The cast?
Billy got
Damn.
Joe World.
I'm going to limb.
Billy
I'm
got
going.
Joe
What
World?
shit? No, I ain't. Joe World Outcast.
Dwayne.
Is Terrell gonna be there?
What time is the game at?
This is a 11:30 game.
I got Joe World.
I'm gonna go with Joe World. I don't know Terrell.
And Angelo,
I don't
you
know
going
if Terrell
Outkast?
gonna
You gonna you
Go
gonna
ahead,
buck
Lo.
the
Go with Outcast. Y'all done set Dwayne up to pick Got Game. No, we just said they going 0-10.
Nah, they gonna win one. This is the one.
Against who?
LOZ. LOZ don't block
Man.
either. John has definitely got better. My guy John has got better, but yeah, the rest of them,
John quarterback this year.
he is.
Stop.
I'm
man.
just joking. I don't know.
I think I heard Baby Vic supposed to be at LOZ.
Okay.
Lorenzo said that's all he need to hear tonight. He appreciated 100. It's a disrespectful bet. Okay.
Oh, that's what's his name? Blaze.
Man. I think Outkast, man.
Go ahead and pick Outkast low.
Because I think it's going to be a surprisingly good game. I really do. But I'm going to go Joe World. I'm playing safe. I won't be surprised at the upset, though.
Okay. So you got Outkast. All right. Next we have YB4L versus the Big Swamp Bucks.
YB.
Angelo,
I got YB.
Yeah, YB.
Billy,
He has YB.
Oh, Big Swamp is where that receiver you was promoting went to, ain't it?
I ain't promote nobody. What you talking about? I didn't promote anybody.
That's going to be a competitive game, too, though.
They took him. I ain't promote him. It was first one to respond.
You promoted.
The next one, United at Shockwave.
I'm gonna go with the upset.
United.
I'm going on the limb. I'm gonna go United.
Okay.
I like it.
This tends to be a good
Orlando,
competitive matchup.
Orlando.
I mean, you guys have won it, but they seem to come out there, they want this. So
Orlando.
this might be the week. You might want to pick them.
Orlando, if y'all lose, you gotta cut my yard for free.
Let me think about it.
Dwayne, who you going with?
You know he going with the wave.
Yeah, I'm going with Shockwave. I don't.
And United's gonna have everybody this week.
I believe it.
Yeah, cause they ain't get to play
Billy?
last week. He
Billy
said
got
wave.
Okay. Then we have Rare Form at YB. Now this is, you said somebody's gonna have to make some noise. Caleb says they played them pretty well.
They played when they played.
They say they played before. They play them pretty well. I don't.
Oh,
He
remember
didn't say
that.
they beat them. He just said they played them pretty well.
What's interesting is that's one of the two teams that he said they respected. So maybe gonna give him too much respect. You know what I mean?
Ooh, no, they ain't respect YB. They said 4-4 in GE.
Oh, they said 4. I thought they said.
No, 4-4 in GE. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
YB.
Oh, yeah. Billy got Rare Form.
Interesting. Well,
Is it?
what's the difference between? Because again, I only see them in the tournaments, and in the tournaments, I only see Trey playing quarterback. So, what's the difference between Trey and Chris? And does that make a difference?
I
What'd you
think,
say?
I think
Because
decision
last
making
week,
in reads.
Chris was the quarterback.
I
I've
think
only seen Rare Form in tournaments, and Trey has always been the quarterback.
10 YB in tournament. So.
Yeah.
see why.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think they made the change at quarterback. I think Chris is the quarterback now.
Oh,
Because the whole tournament, the tournament, Chris played quarterback 90% of the tournament.
Okay.
They brought Trey in certain situations, actually they brought him in when Chris got hurt, and then that's when Trey threw an interception in the AU game.
Okay.
But I think Chris is their quarterback now. That's what it appears.
Okay. So,
Chris is more mobile. Chris makes his game out the pocket.
I seen him one time, and that was at Wallace Park when I came out there to check out the fields to have that women's tournament, the first Christmas Cash, and I saw Chris Cook play quarterback that game, but I've never seen him since. So,
I mean,
you
shit,
said you
Chris-
go with YB?
Chris the first person I ever seen play quarterback in doggone and work
and
boots,
steel toe.
steel toe work
Steel toe
boots.
boots. and he won that game.
And he
though.
won the game.
And he won the game.
Came off the bench and steel toe work boots and won the
He
game.
was fresh off work.
I ain't never seen that before.
Wow. Dwayne,
YB versus who?
Rare Form.
Oh man, I'm gonna go YB because they started off bad.
Okay. And then we got the DOA at Outkast. Low.
Ooh.
I'm going Outcast and a good one.
Who's the quarterback? DOA is the same person?
I'm assuming it's going to be the same person from last week.
I got DOA.
Outcast.
This is a game that DOA can't afford to lose. They want to playoff run.
That is correct.
Is Brady gonna be there this week?
I'm not thinking that's likely. I can't say for sure, but I don't think so. I'm surprised because we were supposed to have DOA with us tonight. So,
Man, Stevenson killing my fantasy football
next we
stats.
have Big Swamp at Rare Farm.
Ooh.
That's gonna be
They
a good
play
game.
each other pretty tough, don't it? In the regular season.
I don't know that Rare Farm has. Big Swamp has beaten Rare Farm.
Billy got rare form.
I got
Rare
rare
form.
form too.
If they got it, man. They got to keep. What's the quarterback name? They got to keep him in the game.
DJ.
No, I know DJ. I'm talking
Oh,
about.
you talking about
Rare-
KJ.
Yeah, they got to keep him in the game.
This
Cut
is-
the Wildcat
this is a
out the
game
playbook.
This is a game rare form can't afford to lose.
Is
as
Caleb
well.
still on here? Cut the Wildcat out the playbook.
Oh, Caleb was watching.
Yeah, he was on here. Earlier.
Ask him if they've ever lost to Big Swamp. So all y'all taking Rare Farm?
No. Who was it again? Rare form versus who?
A big swamp.
Big Swamp.
I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm going Big Swamp Bucks.
Oh, okay. And then we have Shockwave
Caleb said, "Got you."
Please
against.
keep KJ in the game, Caleb.
Oh,
Who?
You got a tough opponent, Shockwave.
Who we
I don't know
got?
about
Who they
this
got?
one. Shockwave might lose this one.
To who?
Outsiders.
We got the outsiders.
They
They,
got
they
the
was
new-
up here.
the
They
new-
was up here popping too, right?
Oh,
Big time.
They were popping big. I ain't seen that much pop. since.
Wave.
Big time. The new
It's
look.
Wade,
new
man,
look.
it's
The
Wade.
new look outsiders.
Is y'all gonna have y'all quarterback this week?
Yeah, both quarterbacks there this week.
Wave by 20.
I'm assuming. What Billy's saying?
Billy.
Okay.
Oh, he said he 2-2 against Big Swamp.
Yeah, I don't think that Big Swamp has beaten them.
He said they're
He
2-2.
said 2-2
Oh,
against them.
2-2. Okay. Oh, okay. Next we got Georgia Raiders at DOA.
I don't know what the Raiders got.
Now, I would think this would be a game that DOA needs to win
DOA.
to prove themselves because this is a pro team versus a comp team.
DOA.
Dwayne.
This gonna be. I'm telling you, gonna have a good game. A good game. Dick's gonna have a good game because he was a little off last week from what I was watching.
Billy
He
got the
gonna
Raiders.
show out this
Billy.
week.
Okay.
Dick's gonna have a big game for him this week.
I don't even know if the Raiders gonna have enough. They got reflex
Yeah, they
playing,
got
right?
reflex.
But remember, Reflex be playing at night. They be out there playing Sunday night football.
Oh, okay. Well,
They play-
But think about it. Some people ain't gonna want to drive from Atlanta all the way. What else in Woodstock?
But they be playing like at 5:30, 6:30, 7:30 at night.
Exactly. Some people they
I
gonna have
got,
to choose.
yeah, I got the other team.
See,
I'm a,
reflex. A lot of these.
Cause what time that game at?
What time the game?
Who?
Cause reflex be starting at 2 sometimes. I seen that schedule last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the game started at 2. I'm going with who you said Raiders or who?
The
Raiders and DOA.
DOA.
Uh-huh.
Billy got Raiders. Dwayne, who you got?
I'm gonna go DOA.
You going DOA? All right, I'll just go opposite of Dwayne on that one. Then I'll go Raiders.
Okay. So they play Reflex at 1 o'clock.
What time that game?
3:25.
DOA.
But they're gonna come because they got both games
Listen.
afterwards.
They're gonna be tired.
Correct.
No, because they have
That's a drive.
different people. It's not the exact same team. They have different teams.
We'll see.
I mean, it's some players are the same, but
We'll
they
see.
do have a different team.
The main guys play both. They main players play both. What's his name? Rodney, reflex.
But
Ziggy, reflex, and that's their quarterback.
I don't know about that.
He don't know if he. Oh, what's the other dude? What's the other dude who? What they call him? DW.
DQ.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah. Okay. So then next we have Predators
Predators
and
2-0.
Outsiders.
Oh yeah.
So this is all in a
They told us we
in
going
a
all
rivalry
one.
week, huh?
Yeah, this is so. In case you hadn't figured out, this is interdivision
Yeah.
week.
They told us
The
we were
first
gonna go 0-1 if they played us week 1. We played them week 1.
Who said that?
That's what they told me. When I came up here and they was talking, they told
Oh, it's
me
Predators and who?
outside.
Outsiders. You know, the team that's gonna take y'all down.
They was popping big too.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
Predators.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
Predators.
Y'all can't stop him.
Who?
LaPaul. Zachary.
I don't think he ever touched Arnold.
So who you got, Dwayne?
I got Predators.
Low.
I'm going Predators as well.
Billy.
Billy said, "You know who Billy going with? Mr. 100,
It'll be a good game to see what Outsiders where they at.
Trey on here.
I don't know.
That's the outside
I
score.
know the Outsiders feeling real confident right now.
Come, oh, cause they weren't brawl, didn't it?
They did. They did.
Congrats.
And the last game of the day, we got Predators as a doubleheader.
Predators.
Predators at the Georgia Raiders.
Oh man.
They're gonna
Low,
Predators.
low, don't do it, low. Low. Dwayne, peak right.
Nah,
Ray went against us, we won.
Nah, I got Predators starting off 4-0, man.
Well,
Oh,
I didn't pick. I picked y'all for one of the games last week. So yeah,
pick us for 2 this week.
I don't think that. I think that they're gonna be tired, man. That's a lot of games
That's a
being
lot
played.
of games and driving.
Yeah, so
Woodstock to Carver.
I'm gonna go with Predators.
That's a drive.
Billy.
He said,
Yeah, you already know who he
now you
got.
know who he going.
Okay. Let me hit save. Okay. Put it on the desktop. So I know where it's at.
This is gonna be an interesting week, man.
It is. It is.
The question: Did any in the rivalry week last season, was there like, didn't one team, was it one or two teams won from the comp or the pro?
Last season?
Yeah, I think maybe one.
Go back and glance real quick.
I think maybe one or two teams won. I know it wasn't many.
Because last season was only 1 week that we did the rivalry. So this season we had 2 weeks where it was happening because of the imbalance in the number of teams. We got 9 pro teams and 8 to 7 comps. So that made the
T. Monroe said, I don't know if anybody has said this, but James needs some reading glasses or bigger font on that laptop screen.
That's just how I like to look at it. So, just for the crowd. So last year, Shockwave beat Paid in Full. Asylum lost to Fly By Night. Paid in Full lost to Raiders. Fly By Night. Rare Form beat Fly By Night. That was a
That was
cross division game.
Sorta, kinda, but yeah.
Yeah. Rare Form beat No, they didn't. My bad. Big Swamp beat Joe World.
I thought Joe World took a loss to somebody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My boy struggling.
And United beat Predators.
Oh, is that right?
That was last season.
That's what we're talking about. In the
That was a bad
division.
day.
Outcast beat Joe World. And that was it.
Okay.
So I can't
so
read
Joe
from
World-
back
so
here.
Joe World
I
and
just
Fly
more
By Night.
comfortable when I'm looking forward, leaning forward. So who said that, Monroe?
Oh, Joe World Predators and Fly By Night. So it's 4 games.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna have some nice weather this weekend. Yeah, great games. I can't wait until.
It'd be interesting to see any upsets. You know what I mean? With a good chance to see if a couple teams can break through. Team we talked about earlier, they need these games between DOA Rare Form and
Yeah.
Got Game. So
I really think it's between Rare Form and DOA.
yeah.
I just don't. I think Got Game will win the game this season. I'm just not.
Well,
sure.
this will be a game that identifies where Got Game really is.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Because they play. Who do they play again? You guys and no. They play.
They play Smoking. I think you said United or Smoking Rare Form, right?
Yeah, Smoke and LOZ.
LOZ. That's what it was.
LOZ gonna beat them. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to play it on the
Absolutely.
field.
Absolutely.
So everybody strap up, come out there.
Orlando said bad day, huh?
All 3 fields will be in effect. Remember, send your ref fees to Ed. There is a late fees being attached to them now, and get your $10 in. We'll have all 3 fields in effect this weekend. We should have vendors at all 3 fields as well, unless somebody doesn't show up. And yeah.
Know the
Play some
rules.
football.
Know the rules, guys.
Know the rules.
Know the rules, man.
And I'll send y'all that 1 point.
Please.
A safety rule.
Please
Because it's
do.
a rule. Also, some exciting news with Nationals this year. So I am the National Director for Youth Sports.
Congratulations.
And we will be having our high school girls at Nationals this year.
Dope.
To play in our national championship. And next year we should be having our young men as well. So that's an exciting new addition to the game. To bring
Is it gonna be at the same location?
Yes.
Okay.
He anticipated, yes. If too many teams sign up, then we're gonna have to find them an alternate location, which we already know where it's gonna be, but it's just depending on registration. We're doing 17U 7v7, 17U 5v5, and 13U 5v5. So, and we've already literally had requests for the young men once I posted the flyer, but we just want to walk it through and make sure that we bring the first group in, get them settled, get them acclimated, and then bring the second group in, because a lot of the coaches play. So we have to make sure we balance those times so they're not conflicting.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. What's up with Halloween Havoc?
Havoc.
Huh?
Havoc.
What'd I say?
Halloween Havoc.
Oh, so it's not Halloween no more. Okay. So
No,
what's
it's
up
not.
with Havoc? What's up with Havoc?
It's in November
Oh.
because I'll be out of the country. So I hope you get your ref fees in so I can go out the country.
That was them $10 he was asking for.
Yeah,
went to.
you know what I'm saying? I got to get them rooms paid for.
Right.
But yeah, I'll be out of the normal week. I'll be at my 20-year anniversary for my fraternity, my line. I got on my fraternity stuff today because it's our Founders Day. I don't
Founders
normally
Day.
wear it out up to the podcast, but it's our Founders Day today. But yeah, I'll be gone for my 20-year anniversary the first week, and then the next week I'll be in Mexico and Yucatan. So we had to have it in November. So I'm not a fan of calling anything Halloween after the 31st. So it's just Havoc this year,
Okay.
and it'll be Halloween Havoc next year. But clearly people were waiting because I've seen 2 Halloween Havoc tournaments pop up.
Really?
So, yes. Interesting, but we know where it came from. But so, and then our softball league will kick back up in about 3 weeks. So registration is open for that for anybody that's looking to play. And any other points of business that we need to discuss?
Think we're Gucci, brother.
All right. And well, we will see everybody on Sunday morning, bright and early.
Looking forward to another competitive week of flag football, man. 5-Star Sports, man. Got your boy Shard. Got Mr. 5-Star Sport himself, man. And with that being said, ATL Flag Football Podcast.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh, go ahead.
If you have not, always remember, like and subscribe.
Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Now,
Absolutely. If you're watching right now, you go hit that subscribe button while you're watching. We good?
we good.
Hey, man, next Thursday. Cannot wait to get some of these results, man. It should be very interesting. It's going to definitely do some shakeups around here, especially for the pro division. So it should be interesting. And we out, man. There you go.